I will not apologize for what's about to come out of my mouth when it comes to nutrition advice from Eric Carraway and Kelsey Rhae. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a certified personal trainer, a fitness nutrition specialist, and I spent 13.5 years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now here I am debunking grifters, wellness grifters, people in multi-level marketing companies on the internet that are trying to take your money and prey on your pain points, which brings me to the topic of today's video, Eric Carraway and Kelsey Rhae. Guess what, guys? They're starting over again, as if we haven't all been watching them prance around like they're some fitness specialist. Now, unfortunately, Eric is certified through ISSA, and that is unfortunate because of the terrible advice that he gives people. I can only imagine what his coaching calls are like. I can only imagine the workouts that he's putting his clients through. Yikes. Ugh. Anyways, let's see what's going on, and I'm going to run my mouth and hopefully give you guys some effective science-backed, science-based, evidence-based nutrition advice to counter the shenanigans that are about to ensue here. Okay, let's get into it.
What has really slapped us in the face these past few months? We got married, moved back in together after being separated for 9 months.
I mean, you're just going to jump right into it and skip huge parts of the story. If you are wondering what I'm talking about, click in the video description, or maybe I can put a card up or something like that, or link it at the end of this. I did a mix and family deep dive that I think you should check out. Now, it has been confirmed through public information that her sister Lindy has something like $128,000 worth of tax liens for unpaid taxes. Oh my God. Anyways, back to Kelsey Rhae and Eric. So you're just going to leave out that you moved into an RV, couldn't maintain the RV. He allegedly got kicked out of the apartment or evicted, but then they settled. You guys moved. You had to liquidate credit cards in order to get the down payment, all while cosplaying as a millionaire, selling ketones through Pruvit. You're just going to leave all of that out. Every bit of that, right? Okay. All right. I'm not, because I'm going to run my mouth today.
We found mold in our apartment, and then we moved into another house.
Did they find mold in their apartment? I thought that was not accurate, because I know in the Kelsey Rhae subreddit, I'm pretty sure people found the apartment, called the apartment, and that was not verified that there was mold in their apartment. Maybe I'm not remembering that correctly. Anyways, let me know in the comments. Oh man.
Together. And we have 4 kids in a blended family. And somewhere in all of that, we really just stopped taking care of ourselves.
And honestly, I've been pouring a lot into my clients, helping them achieve their fitness.
Now, Eric, are these your actual clients, or are these clients and their testimonials that you stole from other publications? Because we caught him earlier this year, end of last year sometime, somewhere in there. He was stealing, allegedly, let me say it that way, clients from an Australian diabetes publication. I did a whole video on it. Check out the Kelsey Rhae, Eric Carraway playlist that I have linked below, because I pulled it up side by side. Yeah. Also, do want to point out, because I saw in the Kelsey Rhae subreddit that people were asking, what is the app that they're using? It's called the Snow app. They're using, in my opinion, the Snow app. Lindy is using the Snow app. And what is the Snow app? Well, it is an app that helps you to alter your body in video. Yeah, you'll actually see this. As we watch this very video, look at the bottom right, look towards her shorts. You can see the app. You can see the filter going like this on her body. She's using, and this makes me so angry. If you are some sort of a health and wellness coach, now we know that she's not, but he is an ISSA certified personal trainer. If you are going to use a filter to alter the shape of your body to make you look thinner, and you think that you can coach people to be healthier, to gain strength, to work on their nutrition, let alone the fact that these two have done extreme fasting. We clearly see binge and restrict cycles from them, and I think that we're getting ready right? To head into another restrict cycle rather than just dealing and processing through their food issues, talking with a therapist, working with a registered dietitian, something to help them figure out that, hey, it's okay to include all foods. You don't have to do a 24-hour fast or a prolonged fast. It drives me crazy. And listen, if you're going to enter the arena as somebody that is a health and wellness coach, as somebody that actually coaches people on strength, fitness, nutrition, within my scope, of course, as an ACE certified personal trainer and a fitness nutrition specialist, and you're going to use a body altering app, I'm going to call it out every single time. Every single time. So if you're wondering what app they're using, it's more than likely the Snow app. And by the way, Lindy, you should probably, as much as you guys use it, Lindy, Kelsey Rhae, as much as y'all use it, you should probably reach out to the Snow app and see if you can get some sort of an affiliate code or something and at least come clean about it, because it's actually embarrassing.
But I have not been taking care of myself the way I should either.
And the crazy part is I didn't even realize how bad it got until a few days ago. I had a severe pinched nerve and it was down for 4 days.
Do you see the shorts? Do you see what I'm talking about? Also, Kelsey Rhae, what do you mean when you say you didn't notice that you were off track, or however she worded that, until you had a pinched nerve? Also, let me also say this. If you have a slipped disc in your back, you should not be doing barbell back squats. Now, Eric should know that as a trainer. She should not be doing barbell back squats. And from the looks of it in her stories, prior to her injury, it looked like she was doing barbell back squats in their garage. You can't even make this up.
Straight. That left me realizing I really couldn't just jump back into working out like I did before. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is just not it.
And that's usually the wake-up call, right? Not because of just one moment, but because everything leading up to it.
I really thought we'd just get back on track eventually because that's what we've always done.
Hey, Kelsey Rhae, those mics are terrible. You sound really tingy. It's not good, FYI.
But clearly that just was not happening.
So instead of jumping back into the random workouts, the random dieting, winging it.
Wait a second. Hold on a minute. What do you mean the random workouts, the random dieting, and the winging it? What do you mean, Eric? You're a personal trainer. You mean to tell me you weren't following a program? You didn't create a program for yourself? You didn't create a program for Kelsey Rhae? What do you mean? While also platforming yourself as this expert. This is bizarre to me.
Actually going to do this the right way.
In the next 6 weeks, we're going to be walking you guys through exactly.
Let me guess. You're going to try and sell people some 6-week plan like you've tried before to sell 6-week plan. Remember the whole couples something or other that didn't go well? Remember the whole parenting guide that she threw out to liquidate the credit cards to fund the down payment for the house that they're renting? Anyways, this is going to be the next thing that they sell. Some sort of a 6-week course to help people get back on track, rather than doing little steps that you're willing to do consistently over time. Also, this has, I mean, it does have something to do with this, but on my last live stream, there was a couple of you that commented and said, and maybe it was other videos too, as I was going through comments, that said something like, hearing how I talk about food, hearing how I talk about nutrition and training and all of that stuff is bringing awareness to you guys about patterns that you didn't know were a problem, that you're like, wow, I had no idea that this was something from my upbringing. And there was another comment about hearing how I talk about food is healing something in you. You guys need to know how incredible comments like that are, because that is something that I definitely want to do on my channel, is to help people within my scope have a healthy relationship with not just food and nutrition, but also with fitness. Because there's so many of us as women that we look at fitness, we look at training as punishment. We look at some of these things like we have to do this extreme version. And Eric and Kelsey Rhae are a perfect example of what that extreme looks like, because we see them go on and off, I was gonna say on and off plan, but that's very Optavia of me. But we see them constantly going on something restrictive where they're doing some sort of fasting and all of that stuff. And then they just fall off. And it usually has something to do with selling some sort of a 6-week course or something like that, which is absolutely ridiculous. If you want to be consistent, it's about doing small things that you're willing to consistently do over time. For example, if your goal is, I want to maintain my weight, what are you willing to do in order to maintain your weight? How are you willing and able to move your body? It's about little steps that you're willing to consistently do instead of looking at it as a complete overhaul. So if you are one of those people that commented those comments, that means a lot to me. Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for understanding that this is a safe place for you to share something like that. That meant a lot to me. All right, let's get back to these knuckleheads. I mean that in a silly, goofy, haha kind of way. All right.
What we're doing so that you can hold us accountable and hopefully even join in with us.
Why does your audience need to hold you accountable? Why can't you hold yourself accountable, especially you, Eric? Why can't you either get a coach to hold you accountable or hold yourself accountable? These are people that are trying to platform themselves as experts in this area, and they've fallen off the wagon again. And that, listen, life happens. I get it. But the shenanigans that these two pull and the people that, in my opinion, they have hurt and encouraged disordered eating habits and, Pruvit ketones being the end all be all to help you with everything. And that's not the case, because if that were the case, their bodies would look completely different than they do now, because she's been drinking them for 7 years. And that's not me body shaming her. That's me saying you are trying to platform yourself as somebody that is a fitness and a nutrition expert in some way, shape, or form, and you're not even following your own advice. And that is problematic. In addition to, she's not qualified to be doing any of this. And then you have Eric, who knows better because he's gone through this training and has this certification as of earlier this year when he finally re-upped his certifications. He knows better, and he's still pulling this stuff online, and it just really pisses me off.
So I'll be building a plan for her to reduce the inflammation, restore movement, and of course, push fat loss the right way.
And he's going to be doing his own plan to reach his fat loss and muscle building goals at the same time. And I feel like a lot of people are in the same place. Like, life just happens and you slowly fall off.
And if you're in a season where life has just pulled you off track, I want you to comment me so we know we're not the only ones.
And thank you guys so much for all the support throughout the years. It means a lot. So let's do this.
Oh my God. That's the first video. Okay. That was the longest 1 minute and 17 seconds or so that I've seen in quite some time. Don't listen to these two. Okay. And by the way, if you're looking for a coach, check out my website. I do take personal training clients virtually. I have clients all over the world. And if you're wanting to set up a call or whatnot, just click the link, fill out the interest form. I'll get back to you via email and we'll talk about it. And hopefully just undoing stuff like this one client at a time. That is my goal. So anyways, that's the first video. Let's get to the second video. This is the second video that they put out about this same thing. I'm just waiting at this point for there to be some sort of a 6-week course or challenge or something like that. And oh God, I hate it here. Anyways, let's watch it together, shall we?
Busy parents of 4 who have recently fallen off, and we're on a mission to get back on track. We're going to show you guys how we meal plan for success.
Speaking of meal plan, I have a whole playlist that I am building of things that you can make quickly that prioritize protein, prioritize fiber, give you the carbs that you need to fuel your workouts or just get through your day. So make sure that you check that out. I have it linked below. I'm slowly starting to upload things here on YouTube per many of your requests. I have so many ideas coming, so make sure that you check that out. I think there's 3 or 4 things on there now, but there's much more to come. So stay tuned if meal prepping is your thing and you don't know where to start, and maybe you're just not great at cooking or you don't know how to cook. I want to help you guys with how to do that and make it easy and make it delicious and make it exactly what you need to fuel your body to get through the day. So keep an eye out on that playlist.
Start this off, we have a whiteboard and we write out 4 to 5 staple meals that we like to mix and match with the exact weight and measurement and macros of each item in the meal.
Next, we bulk prep all of our high protein snacks and all of our meats: chicken, ground turkey, boiled eggs. This is where we can...
Okay, but you can have more protein sources than just chicken, ground beef, and boiled eggs. For example, and I'm going to upload this video, I got this idea or this recipe from Zach Cohen, who is a registered dietitian. I'll make sure that I tag him in this video as well. But he made this, it's a ground beef, it's a sloppy Joe cornbread casserole. It is delicious, and I've been eating it all this week. I meal prep on Sundays. This past week I did my breakfast and I did my lunches, and so I heat everything up, I eat it, and I go about my day, and I know I'm getting exactly what I need, because for me, tracking with my goals of weight loss, which by the way, I'm down 22 pounds since the end of January, so it's been a very slow, steady, chill weight loss. It's been nice to be able to just heat that stuff up, know that I'm getting what I need, track it in the Macro Factor app that I use, and I'll make sure I link that here below as well, and go about my day knowing I'm getting exactly what I need, and it's delicious. I mean, do y'all like cornbread? Do y'all like sloppy joes? It was the perfect combination. So that video will be coming soon.
Grab and go, and we do this every 3 to 4 days. We also use a food scale to make sure that
That is the same food scale I use as well. Huge fan of it. I'll make sure I link that.
all of our meals are precise, not just delicious.
And we both work from home, and our days are packed with meetings.
Oh my God. Wait. Who is this? Is this person in Pruvit? Is this one of Eric's personal training clients? Also, the meeting part. Our day is packed with meetings. Yeah, they're a waste of time, the meetings in multi-level marketing companies. The amount of time that I used to sit on meetings thinking that it was important is absurd to me now that I look back. It was such a waste of time. It's just a tool to get people to do what they want you to do. It's, behavior control and all of that stuff. You hear all these same types of motivational stories. And, we used to get updates and stuff on what's going on with the company, but I don't even know if that's happening. Brian Underwood is sharing like old pictures and stuff, old videos on his socials, and their social is tanking, which I love for them. I love that. For so many reasons.
Videos like this, school drop-offs, pickups, kids, activities. So we keep it simple. We literally eat 2 times a day, and
Let's break this down. Okay, so we have 2 meals, 1 small snack, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. eating window, 14-hour fast. Why? In my opinion, and I know some people really like intermittent fasting, and if it works for you, I think that's fantastic. Intermittent fasting, in my opinion, is just a way to manipulate and put yourself into a calorie deficit. You can do that and eat consistently throughout the day, and chances are you'll probably feel a little bit better than going 14 hours without any food. And again, if fasting is your jam and you love intermittent fasting and it's working for you and you feel great, that's awesome. That's awesome. Continue. But with these two, the history of prolonged fasting, I think that this is just kind of a gateway into longer fasting, unfortunately. But let's get back to the form or the graphic here. Fuel your workouts, improve insulin sensitivity, and transform your health. So they have a graphic on what that fasting window looks like. And then meal 1, it says protein, healthy fats, and carbs. Okay, I do enjoy that. Eat most carbs before a workout. I do agree with that, so that you have the fuel that you need to get through your workout. And then after your work, are we not having anything until hours later and it's just a small snack? Okay, well, at least does this say protein or healthy fat? Wait, so you're going to go and work out and you're not going to have protein right after? That doesn't make any sense, especially if you're strength training. And protein or healthy fat, those aren't substitutes for one another. And they give an example: Greek yogurt, nuts, cheese, or hard-boiled egg. That is hardly enough to replenish after you have worked out. This is bizarre. Who made this? I mean, I was gonna say they made it. Who knows if they actually made it? Fuel your workouts. Before your workout, have carbs for energy. Agreed. Absolutely agree with that. After your workout, carbs for recovery. Absolutely agree. Except, see, the small snack that you mentioned from 2 to 3:30 p.m. on their very own graphic doesn't mention anything about carbs. You need to replenish carbs. You need to have some protein after you have worked out so that you can repair the muscles and also repair the glucose in your body so that you're not feeling super tired after you work out. That's important for recovery. So it's interesting that he's mentioning it here, or that they are mentioning it here. I'm going to say he because he's the only one qualified really to talk about this, even though I think this is a piss poor example in many places on this graphic for what people should be doing, because he contradicts himself here under fuel for workouts and then under the examples of food. Your small snack should be protein, it should be carbs, it should have healthy fats. And if you're eating balanced, then you don't have to worry about what to eat. You just look at your plate and you go, okay, I need this much protein, I need this much carbs. If you're a woman, if you're a man, you double. I need this much fat, and then you need a fistful of vegetables. And if you're a guy, you double that. So that's not mentioned in this graphic. But if you're eating balanced, if you're looking at each plate or snack and you're saying, okay, use the hand method that I'm learning and have learned from Precision Nutrition, you're not going to have to worry about all of that. And then when you're meal prepping, you can plan for that ahead of time. And if you need some recipes, check out that playlist I've got. This is something. So we've got fuel your workouts. That contradicts the example of the small snack after the workout. This is bizarre. So meal 2 is not until 6:30. It says eat most carbs after workout. This is going to confuse somebody. If you're a client and you're working with him, this is going to confuse most people. Meal 2, protein and vegetables and carbs. You should have this right after your workout and then have the small snack in the afternoon and then have dinner, in my opinion. Wild. Oh, then we have of course we have a 24-hour fast, right? One time per week, Wednesday through Thursday. So at 8 p.m., it looks like they start their fast and they don't end their fast until Thursday at 8 p.m. Why? Oh my God. And then at the bottom, improve insulin sensitivity and metabolic health. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God. All right, let's see what else they say. By the way, if you have questions about nutrition, drop them in the comments below, because if you have that question, other people probably do too, and I'll do my best to answer. As you guys know, I respond to a lot of the comments. I try to keep up with it. It doesn't always work, but if you guys have nutrition questions, I would love to be able to answer them for you within my scope.
10 a.m. to 8 p.m. intermittent fasting window. We also like to strategically place carbs before workouts, and also we'll include a 24-hour fast each week to help with insulin sensitivity and boost metabolism for fat loss.
And having 4 kids taught us fast that if nutrition isn't simple, it's not going to last.
What do we have here? Got some chicken. We got some cottage cheese. What is that chicken in the cottage cheese? We got a glass of milk. We've got some Primal Kitchen. Do y'all have a code for Primal Kitchen? Please tell me you do. I will not be elaborating.
And without a system, consistency completely falls apart.
We stopped relying on motivation and we follow a...
Listen, if you're looking for something that you can do with yogurt and blueberries are fantastic. Fiber, carbs. It's also got antioxidants in them that are amazing. My favorite recipe for that is overnight oats, or you can make them first thing in the morning. Oatmeal, chia seeds. You can put some protein powder in it. You can put some Greek plain yogurt or vanilla or whatever flavor you want. And then also throw some blueberries in there after you cook it. It's very good. I need to actually put that recipe in the meal prep playlist. That will be coming soon.
That's why results do not fall apart midweek anymore. So be honest, do you actually plan your meals out, or are you just winging it every day?
I mean, didn't you just say that you were winging it before? This is people.
Don't forget to follow us to see how the rest of the 6 weeks go.
And from the looks of it, it's not going well according to their socials. Not going well. Listen, if I have to hear about Kelsey Rhae's period one more time, I might throw something. I might. She uses it as an excuse for everything. As a woman with a period, I just feel like she throws that out there, in my opinion, when she doesn't want to deal with what's happening. Because right now, at the time of filming this, her team, or part of her team with Courtney or whatever, are down in Florida, and she's got this pinched nerve and also now on her period. And her period's terrible. That sounds so silly saying that, but you have to look at the whole pattern here, and it's something. Anyways, that's about all I can tolerate with them. I hope that I gave you guys some nutrition tips. And again, drop your comments below, and I'll do my best to answer your questions about nutrition within my scope. And don't listen to these two. I say that on every video that I cover when it comes to them. Don't listen to these two. If you are looking to get into a fitness routine, it's about small steps that you're willing to consistently do. Same thing for nutrition. Focus on building a complete plate. Focus on fueling your body properly. Eat, 3 to 4 times a day. That's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but focus on protein, carbs, vegetables, and a little bit of healthy fats. And you should be a lot further along, in my opinion, than these two. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, if you would do that, turn the little bell notification on so you could get notified anytime I upload anything, which includes that meal prep playlist that I'm going to be building on here in the next few weeks. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.